Hello, Mega Dimensions here. For my facing video. Last time we went on a date with Rin, and then we came home and Tig was in danger and with Caster. So then Caster used Rule Breaker on Saber. Now she has Saber, and old Saber kind of cut us. But anyway, so now we're resting her. So let's continue. Yeah, you can tell if we're like near the end game. At least near it. And they're probably not in exactly the end game, because we have not seen Gilgamesh yet. We know he's there. The sun sets. The sun, which hasn't even been visible, sets, and the dark sky even gets darker.
そうか。セイバーが奪われたか。
I see. So Saber's got taken away. That was the only response Archer gave. His master, Tusker Red, simply stated the facts, but he states it even more matter-of-factly. Of course he did.
それだけ？これでキャスターの下にいるサーバントは2人よ。何か他に感想はないの？
That's all. There are two servants under Catherine now. Don't you have anything else to say?
ああ。これといった打開策は思いつかないな。だが、奴の宝具が判明しただけでも良しとするべきだ。
I cannot think of a way to beat her at the moment. But yeah, there's like fucking two servers under her control. But we should consider it for fortune that we know her no phantasm now. Yes, we know her no phantasm, but yes, little Kawi, she has a fucking two servants under her control.
サーバントとマスターの契約を断つか。事前にそれを知っておけば、うまくことを運べるだろう。
Break the contract between the servant and the master, huh? We should be able to do better if we know that ahead of time.
それはそうだけど。
That is true.
ずいぶん無関心なのね、ハーチャー。あなた、セイバーに肩入れしてたんじゃないの？
But you sure sound uninterested, Archer. Weren't you supporting Saber?
そんな素振りを見せたつもりはないが、何をもってそう思う、リン。
I don't think I ever showed interest in her. What makes you think so, Ren?
そうね。女の勘で納得できる？
Let's see. What intuition be good enough? Good enough reason.
Yes, a woman's intuition. It's always that line. It's like, yeah, it's a woman's intuition. A woman's intuition. I hear that nagging line. It's fucking annoying, honestly.
却下だ。女という年か君は。まず色気が足りない。
No, you're not the age. You're not of an age to be called a woman. Well, that's a first. Usually women like being called girls this time, so it's kind of weird, you know? First of all, you don't even have enough charm. Oh, shit. Damn. How's it that guy burn?
優雅さも不足だ。
You lack... I can't even say it straight, guys. You lack elegance as well. Well, it's true, but you don't have to say out loud.
おまけに。あ、これが致命的なのだが、とにかく、可愛さが分かりづらい。
And most of all, yes, this is fatal. Your charm is hard to understand.
なんだ、ようやく調子出てきたわね、あんた。
I see. You're falling back to par now.
She smiles pleasantly. Archer has to be like this. An emotional person isn't the partner in trust. Her partner has to always be composed and wants to speak cynically against anyone. Ren knows that is the kindness of this night. It's a fucking weird kindness, honestly. Even if when I act like that, there's I break it and be kind the other way. So like fuck, it's too cynical in my taste. Speaking cynically like this indirectly, telling others to fix that part of them. I don't know what the fuck. The Japanese and their indirect talking points.
そう。じゃあ、確証その1。
I see. Then here's the first proof.
あなた、初めてセイバーと会った時、手を抜いてたでし
You
ょ。
went easy on Saber the first time you met her.
Did he now? It's more like he got slashed than.
いくらセイバーが強いって言っても、守り上手なあなたが一撃で倒されるとは思えないのよね。
Even though Saber may be strong, I don't think you're the one good at defending. Beaten one blow.
Is that true? Maybe. I think Saber's just too fucking overpowered.
あれは不意打ちだったからな。君と同じ。予想外の展開には弱いんだ。
That was a surprise attack. I am weak against unexpected things, like you are. Ah, shit.
余計なお世話よ。で、確証その2。
Shut up. So here's the next proof.
She's like a fucking notice, like a fucking bastard.
ライダーの一件の後、セイバーを挑発してたでしょ。
You provoked Saber after the incident with Ryder.
あれってどう考えてもあんたらしくないのよね。
That wasn't like you at all.
それで少し見方を変えてみたら分かっちゃった。あなた、あの時セイバーを叱ってたんでしょ。
I realized after I looked at it from a different angle. You were scolding Saber back then, right?
Oh, he's fucking silent. Oh, it was true. It was true.
正解？やっぱりね、そうじゃないかと思ってたんだ。前世からの因縁にしろ何にせよ、あんたがあそこまで冷たい態度を取るなんて珍しいもの。
Oh, am I right? I thought so. I don't know if you knew her from your previous life, but it's rare for you to act so coldly.
そうかな。私は誰に対してもああいった対応をしていると思うのだが。
Really? I think I act that way towards everyone. And with Shiro, you act more like you're trying to kill him. And actually, you did try to kill him, so I think that's accurate.
そう思うは本人ばかりってね。思うんだけど、あなたって自分に関することだけは不器用なのよ。周りに対してはすごく器用だから、つい騙されちゃうんだけど。
You're the only one who thinks so.
Well, if you ask Shiro, I don't think he will respond the same way.
I think you're really clumsy when it comes to anything that concerns you. Everyone's tricked because you're not clumsy towards others.
Archer frowns. He must have been subconscious of it. Yeah, it's like someone telling you how your personality is like not something you would like to hear out loud. The Nine Red ponders while Charles' expression and his mentor looks at him in pleasure. And suddenly...
で、そろそろ思い出した？自分がどこの英雄か。セイバーと関係があるなら、セイバーに近い時代の英雄なんでしょ？
So, do you remember which hero you are now? If you relate to Saber, you must be a hero from that age, right?
So that's why she was going after. Makes sense. You say so as if testing something.
いや、もやがかかったままだ。
No, my past is still hazy.
だが、君の言う通り、あのセイバーには覚えがある。あちらは知らないようだから、あまり深い関係ではなかったようだが。
But I do remember Saber, as you say. She doesn't seem to know me, so I guess we didn't have a deep connection.
じゃあ友人とか恋人関係じゃなかったのね。
So I guess you two weren't friends or lovers.
残念。そうだったらセイバーの正体も分かったのに。
That's too bad. I would have found Saber's true identity if that were the case.
She doesn't sound disappointed. Was she like? Didn't she care much about that? Because that scene is like, oh wow, Saber's lover. Wow. Oh yeah, I'll be fucking excited for that shit. It's just an offhanded remark.
まあ、いずれ思い出すさ。
Well, I'll remember eventually. Yes, eventually. When the fucking war ends.
それより、リン。連れ込んできた者の様子はどうだ？命に別状はないのか？
By the way, Ren, how's the one you brought here doing? Is that one doing fine? That one that you tried to kill is doing, good more or less, I guess. Though I'm surprised you're actually worried about him.
なんとか命は取り留めたわ。あいつ、昨日まで怪我を負っても勝手に治ってたくせに、今回の傷は全然治らないのよ。
Yeah, he
契約が切
survived.
れたら、セイバーからもらっていた治癒能力がなくなったんでしょうね。
His wounds healed up automatically until yesterday, but this wound isn't healing at all. I think Saber's self-healing powers went away because the contract came to an end.
Because the connection between Master and Servant and Avalon stopped working. Interesting. There's still Avalon stopped working like that. Guess he's gonna be still relying on it.
けど、まあなんとかなったわ。幸い急所は外れてたし、 3日ほど安静にしていれば食事ぐらいはできるようになる。
But he survived. Fortunately, he didn't get hit in any vital points, so he should be able to get up and eat in about 3 days.
いや、そっちじゃない。もう一人の方だ。
No, not that one. I meant the other person. Taiga.
ああ、藤村先生。あの人なら寝室で寝かせてあるわ。キャスターの眠りの魔術を受けているけど、本人はすっごく元気よ。処置はしてきたから、1週間眠り続けても支障はないわ。
I let her sleep in the guest room.
I didn't know you even had the guest room. Huh.
I think Kazura used a sleeping spell on her, but she's still doing really well. I did treat her, so it shouldn't be a problem even if she sleeps for a week.
そうか。だが、キャスターの魔術なら眠り姫になりかねないな。あの女のそれは魔術というより呪いだ。
I see.
解除するには本人を倒すのが手っ取り早い。
But she might turn into a sleeping beauty with Castor's magic. That one's spells are more like curses. The simplest way to dispel her is to kill Castor. That's an interesting way to put it.
そうね。どの道聖杯戦争も長くは続かない。一日でも早くキャスターは倒すし、藤村先生ならひょっこり自力で起きそうだし。
Yeah, either way, the Holy Grail War won't last much longer.
Yeah. And there's a walkthrough for an UW route is not going to last longer. It's probably going to end far more shorter than the other one.
We're going to beat Kazura as fast as possible. And knowing Fujimura-sensei, she may wake up on her own.
Archer nods. And after a brief pause in the conversation,
キャスター退治が最優先だな。マスターが一人減ったとはいえ、セイバーは健在だ。余裕はないぞ、リン。
being Castor comes first. Even though there's one less master now, Saber still exists. We do not have time to spare, Ren.
わかってる。すぐに町に出るわ。
I know. We'll go out to town immediately.
いくらキャスターでも、セイバーを完全に支配するには時間がかかるはず。できれば、セイバーが操られる前にキャスターを倒さないと。
Even Kazura should take some time to completely control Saber, if possible. We have to beat Kazura before Saber is fully controlled.
And what about Shiro?
了解だ。では、あの小僧との契約もここまでだな。
Alright. So, the contract about that kid ends here, huh?
ではない。エミヤシロはマスターではない。
Oh, she's hesitating. Emiya Shiro isn't a master anymore, right?
ならば戦力にはならんし、わざわざ守ってやる必要もない。君が使った二つ目の霊樹は、これで解約ということだ。
Then he'll be no... Emiya Shiro isn't a master anymore, right? Then he'll be no help, and there'll be no need to protect him. The second command spell can be lifted off me, right?
どうした？まさか、共に戦ったよしみで面倒を見るなどというのではなかろうな。
What? Don't tell me you take care of him because he... Don't tell me you'll take him because he cooperated with you.
まさか、そこまでお人よしじゃないわ。
Of course not. I am not that good of a person.
Tsundere alert, tsundere alert. Yeah, you say you're not that of a good person, but you actually are.
なら、
Then,
けど、まだ終わってない。あいつが自分から降りるっていうまで約束は破ら
But
ない。
it's not over yet. I won't break the promise until he himself says he's out of this war.
and you know he's not. That's not what happened.
私は突っぱねるけど、あいつが参ったっていうまでは終わらせちゃいけないんだから。
I'll try to get him out, but we can't end it until he gives up.
She declares stubbornly. Yeah, she is stubborn like him, isn't her? Well, though Saber's more stubborn than Ren. She declares stubbornly. What can he reply to that?
それが私の方針よ。文句ある？あーちゃん。
That is my course of action. Do you have any objections? Archer?
仕方あるまい。君がそういう人間だということは、 痛いほど分かっている。
It cannot be helped. I'm fully aware that you are like that. That you are like that. Shit, that should be like a fucking jab. His voice sounds cynical. Of course it does. When is he not cynical? She just laughs it off and makes it in order.
行くわよ、アーチャー。どうしてか知らないけど、キャスターは竜道寺に戻っていない。
Let's go, Archer. I don't know why, but Catcher isn't back at the Root Temple.
なら、探し出して戻る前に倒しましょう。
Then let's find her and defeat her before she goes back to the temple.
There's no need to answer. The Night Red nods and follows his master. Gloomy clouds are still overhead, and moonless nights. She departs with Archer to take aim at her target. Interlude out. Fuck. Well, Shiro's not handling it as well, isn't he? It feels like I got punched. Oh, yeah, no shit, you didn't get fucking punched, you got fucking slashed. I wake up from the pain in my shoulder. My body's still there. I feel my limbs and hear my own breathing. There's a bandage wrapped around my shoulder, and the bed I am in is soft. This place is... I don't know. And someone said...
ここまでね。シロはもう戦わなくて。
This is it. You don't have to fight anymore.
I get up. I remember everything and jump from the bed. Pain causes my back to arch. I feel my left shoulder. It's burning hot. You know, when he says burning hot, like, why is it burning hot? What blood, like, burn? I don't know. Wait, he's not really bleeding, is he? No, he's like, but would it still be hot, though? I don't know. It's like, it's one of those weird things that, he's like, he's thought of right now. It's like, maybe. I don't know. I've never been slashed. It's only hot when you put alcohol on it, probably. It feels hot. It was more of a sting than hot, though. It feels much worse than a pulled muscle. No, I'm lucky that my arm is still attached after the sword went through it, but it still hurts bad. Well, those are sounds. I'm not doing it because it'll hurt my throat. I slowly get out of bed. And this is not Tsukihime, that's a good thing, because if it was Tsukihime, then I had to make every single voice. I can bear this pain if I grip my teeth. Then... I think I remember, I think there's like, the fuck was that? No, really, you had like a bunch of weird letters. It's like, I didn't understand what I was saying. I could pause it and like rewatch, I guess. Like, oh, what was it saying? Oh yeah, like I think the remake for Tsukihime got fucking licensed this time. Yay, that's good. I hope Face not gets licensed. Though I would rather have a physical version like this one, like the one I have. Honestly, the heat of my shoulder reaches my head. I shake it off and move my legs. No one's here. There shouldn't be anyone. I heard those words. She said those words and left. She went to fight by herself. I head to the door. I have to go outside. I have to go find Tosaka. And what condition? This is not helping save her. This is more like a death wish. You're gonna fucking die. I fall. I almost collapse and support myself using the dresser. It's useless. I fall along with the dresser. Of course you do. Sorry, I made a mess, Tosaka. Yeah, it was kind of your all's fault. I pick up the scar stuff. Huh? I find something familiar. It's like a simple pendant made of crystal. I think I saw this before. Yeah, don't you have it? I saw it somewhere. Yeah, I was like back then as well. The night I got pierced by a lancer. The fatal wound was healed before I knew it. There was something I picked up when I left the hovel with a tired body. It's hot. The poison in my shoulder gets to my brain and makes me dizzy.
そうだ。これ、あの時のと
Yeah,
同
this
じだ
is the same one. I know, but my mind does not think. Like the thing I dismiss as a dream. Like those Seren was fighting Lancer at the time. Like, who could have saved me? And who could have been there at that time? There's no need to think about it, but my head is spinning.
くそ。一つ貸しだとか借りだとか言っておいて、こんなの絶対に返せない借りじゃないか。
Damn, what is that? She talked about owing me and all, but this is something I can never pay back. I feel dizzy. My head is messed up from pain, heat, and self-deprecation. I move my legs. I have to look for her. I have something I want to tell her. There's something she needs to know. And I wonder what that is. That's all I can think of with all this dizzy head. When my senses return, I'm in front of the station. My hazy head. Words, I am not. It's not feeling right. It's moving based on a vague image that she's not there. That she's there. It orders me to go there if I'm to look for her. I don't know why I'm directed here. And how do you know she's there exactly? No, that is like very vague. It's like, I don't know. My bowling head is the only thing about this building. Then I can only follow my instinct. I don't have any way to look for Tosca from the start. So I can only cling to this thing. Light. I get to the rooftop. The wind's blowing. Gazing cools down my heated brain.
あんた、なんで
Why are you here?
You know, I've never really seen this scene because I always skip it for some fucking reason. So, this will be a first because I have no idea what they're going to say. At all. Yeah, you know, I shouldn't skip those scenes, but I do that sometimes, you know. Those I don't know, I get scared when I see those confrontal scenes, like in anime and shows. Like, I just skip them. I know I shouldn't. I know I'm losing some gaps in my own knowledge, but, you know. I hear someone gasp. Let's go looking down at the town from there. Here, like that one night.
帰りなさい。何のつもりか知らないけど、目障りよ、あなた。
Go home. I don't know what you want to do, but you're an eyesore.
She stretches her anger and stares at me. Behind her, he's standing there telling me, signing that I am of no use. I won't fucking punch him in the... And his nice chiseled chest. Golly, I want to have a chest like that. You go to the
帰らな
gym?
い。戻るときは遠坂とだ。一緒に戦うって約束しただろう。俺たちは。
I won't go home when I do. I'll be with you. Promise to fight her, right? I clap my hazy and I move my lips.
そんな約束忘れなさい。だいたい今のあなたに何ができるっていうのよ。セイバーを失ったあなたにマスターの相手は務まらない。
Forget about that promise. First of all, what can you do without Saber? You're no match for any master.
Yeah. Yeah, but a promise is a promise, right?
それは。
That's...
それに、あなたが戦う必要なんてもうないわ。
And there's no need for you to fight.
マスターじゃなくなったんだから、教会に逃げ込めば安全よ。あとはおとなしくしていれば、聖杯戦争は終わってくれる。
You're not a master anymore, so you'll be safe if you run to the church. So you need to stay there, and the Holy Grail will come to an end.
I almost faint at her words. It pisses me off. And why does it piss you off? No, really, I'm fucking confused.
バカ言うな。セイバーをあのままにしておけるか。
zombie stew. I can't leave Saber like that. Of course you can't. Of course you can't, you fucking dumbass. Though I respect your tenacity. No, I do respect your tenacity.
いいか、一度戦うと言ったんだ。なら、どんなことになったって、最後までLook,
I said I'll fight, so I'll fight until the very end. My vision turns red. I can't talk. Just yelling makes my muscles cramp up and I almost die.
それ見なさい。今まではセイバーの助けがあったけど、なくなればそうなるのよ。
See, you had Saber's help until now, but that's how it is once you don't have her help.
いいエミヤ君。人間は傷つけば死ぬの。あなたのその傷だって本来なら致命傷なんだから。
You see the line, right?
Look, Emiya-kun, people never die when they are killed. Your wound should be fatal, you know.
You know, like out of context, if you just like put that line out of context, it makes it meme worthy. But in the context, within the context, it kind of makes sense because like he's been like fucking surviving all these wounds and shit. It's like, yeah, he should have died. He should have died with those wounds, you know. So I get what she's trying to say, but I don't know, the fucking anime community is like, like just meme that shit to death. But I just cannot take it seriously anymore. Damn, I know that, but it's so painful that I can't speak.
それにセイバーがどうのこうのって言うけど、それはあなたが気にかける問題じゃないわ。
And you talk about Saber and all, but it's not a problem of yours.
エミヤ君はマスターじゃなくなったんだから、セイバーがどうなろうと関係ないでしょ。
You're not a master anymore, so it shouldn't concern you what happens to Saber.
It does concern me. And all the more Sarah has helped me with pain like this up to now.
違う、マスターでなくてもだ。
No, even if I'm not a master.
セイバーは嫌がっていた。あんな奴の言いなりになって
Sarah didn't want
さ
it.
せられ。
I can't have her be controlled.
そう。けどあなたは無力よ。
I see, but you're powerless.
いいわ。あなたが認めようとしないのなら、代わりに私が言ってあ
Fine,
げる。
if you don't want to admit it. If you don't want to admit it yourself, I'll tell you.
今のあなたじゃセイバーを助けることなんてで
You
きない。
can't save Saber as you are now.
Fuck, that fucking hurts. It's true, but it fucking hurts. My heat disappears. Her cold words freeze my boiling brain.
話はここまでよ。
That's all.
セイバーはいなくなってマスターでもなくなっ
You
た。
lost Saber and you're not a master anymore.
聖杯戦争なんていう殺し合いに巻き込まれる理由はなくなったんだから、ここで白は降りなさい。
There's no reason for you to. You lost Saber, you're not.
Oh, I already said that.
There's no reason for you to be involved in this massacre. So you can forfeit here, Shiro.
You know she says it a cold way, but you know she cares. Tosuko turns and walks off. Stop, Tosuka. But still. Wow. Oh yeah, look at this. I want to see her undies. I want to see her I want to see her butt. Yeah, I want to see her nice behind, you know? Her cake, as they say. Those modern people say. The people are saying are from my generation, so yeah. It just sounds so weird when they say it, honestly. I miss the blowing winds. Those who kicks the ground without any hesitation.
バカ、何考
You
え
idiot, what are you thinking? I reach out frankly. That's so cool. Like I like how they do those effects. It's very simple compared to Witch Holy Night. There's like far more complicated. Like oh shit, this is like a fucking movie, you know. There's no need for that. The Night Rider appears next to us as if protecting her. Even if she jumps out from the side, she should be able to land without problem if she has her servant. As her lips move silently, I can't hear what she said, but her eyes. You would die if you keep involving yourself. Coldly to tell me, so as if it was the last warning. Though we're not going to give, are we? Nope. My heat returns. The heat and the pain make my mind go crazy. I cannot save Saber. And there's no reason for Emiyashiro to fight. My wound hurts. I look down at the night, seeing the swell Tosca, and repeat those words in my head. Interlude. It was a quiet night. The wind blowing on the mountains gentle and rustling the trees as if quiet as a whisper. There are no birds singing about the winter, nor are there bees howling at the moon. The only path leading to Ryu Temple, the long stone steps preserve its peacefulness tonight as well. But the others do not know. The place has withstood 5 battles already. Each one was a great clash. Many servants challenged the Ryu Temple. Berserker, Lancer, Rider, Saber, Archer. Wait, even Lancer? Yeah, Rider. Oh, that kind of makes sense. She's one. Older the first time? The first route, so, yeah. But Berserker as well, I didn't know that. The Smelling Gate is able to enjoy the darkness thanks to the monster that has repelled all 5 enemies. Oh, the legend! Here he comes. The longsword moves. It's fortunate the moon is not out. The arc of the sword moving in the crimson moon shape so beautiful that the moon will be ashamed of itself when it saw it.
聞いているのですか、アサシン。あなたには門番を続けてもらうと
Are
言
you
ったのです
listening, assassin? I told you that you'll be able to continue to guard the gate.
He knows the monk is an imperial caster. Cecil lowers his longsword and glances at the moon forest without interest.
いや、邪魔者がいてな。おかしな鳥を見かけたので切ってみたが、血も出なければ悲鳴もあげぬ。これはお前の同胞か、キャスター。
Well, there was an intruder. I saw a strange bird, so I cut it. But it did not spill blood or scream. Is this one of yours, Caster?
そう監視役の使い魔ね。バーサーカーのマスターかあのお嬢さんか。どちらにせよここもそう長くは持たない。
I see. This must have been a familiar spy on us. It must be Berserker's master or that young lady. Either way, this place will not last long.
You know, it's never really confirmed that familiars Rins or Ilias. Though usually when they interpret that scene like an anime, it's like it's usually Rin. Caster walks the forest and looks down at the thing on the ground. It's a corpse of an owl. It's a bird made for okay, it's right. It's a bird made of crystal and simple but suited for spying. It must have been made by Archer's master. Yeah, it's crystal then it's written.
あのお嬢さんも運がないわね。もう少し無能なら教え子にしてあげてもよかったのに。
That lady's unlucky. I could have made her my student if she were less talented.
Huh. I don't know if she's praising her or insulting her. Never mind. Maybe praising her, I don't know. She steps on it. The amethyst crystals are crushed into powder, scattering star-like dust.
こんな輩も多いですし、マスターの守護は任せましたよ、アサシン。マスターが死んでしまっては、私も消えざるを得ない。
There are
そうな
people
ればあ
like
なた
this.
とて存在してはいられない。
So I leave you in charge to protect my master. I will disappear if my master dies. If that happens, you cannot exist either.
消えたくなければ死ぬ気で門を守りなさい。
If you do not wish to disappear, protect the gate and prepare thee for death.
さて、死ぬ気でというのは難しいな。この小次郎、生まれてこの方、生きているという実感がない。
Well, it is hard to prepare for death. I have never felt that when I was alive. Man, that's a weird way to say it. That's a bit weird, you know?
そのようなものに決死を命じても無意味ではないか。
It's not
キャ
meaningless
ス
to us, not one such as I.
減らず口を。
Stop your imminent talk.
勘違いはしないことね、アサシン。あなたは私が呼び出したサーバントよ。奴隷は奴隷らしく振る舞いなさい。
Do not misunderstand, assassin. You are a servant. I summon a slave should act like a slave.
いいこと？主人に忠誠を誓えないのなら、ここで消してしまうだけよ。
Well, your loyalty. You can disappear right now.
Caster's words are filled with enmity and contempt. Her assassin is only a tool. It's annoying for a tool to talk, so it's natural for her to get mad when it starts to speak cynically. Why mistreat the regent like that? He deserves more respect.
そう、それはしたり。カゲロウのごとき我が命だが、今消されるのは困る。一つ約束をしてしまったのでな。
My life is like a
できるのならば果たしたいの。
It's like a heat gaze. But it is problematic if I disappear now. I have made a promise. If I can, I would like to fulfill this promise.
なら言葉を慎みなさい。あなたはただここを守っていればいい。
I'm so confused. What really set her off? But I'm not really sure.
Then hold your tongue. You only need to protect this place.
ええ、それが果たせた暁にはあなたを本物にしてあげるわ。宝具も持たない下級のあなたが英霊になれるのだから、命を懸ける価値はあるでしょ。
If you're able to do so, I can make you real a low class like you without the noble phantasm can become a heroic spirit. So if you're able, so you should be worth risking your life, right?
Was that really worth risking your life for? Just to become real?
心配は無用だ。元より閣僚の身、与えられた役割を演じきってみせよう。
You don't need to worry. I belong to the other world from the beginning. I will act out my role.
だがいいのかな、キャスター。私も主人に忠実ではないが、お前とて不義理ではないか。こたびの件、マスターには内
This
密
is
である。
alright, Caster. I am not loyal to my master, but you are dishonest as well. Tonight's matter is a secret to your master, right? And that is an assassin flying explodes. Shit, she is not like him at all. The disrespect to the regent. Very sad. A thumping sound. The curse that was punched upon something has exploded. A tree sways. Assassin is flung into the forest and his chest is pierced within by his own ribs. Huh, that's it. That is an interesting thing to think about. This fig is like a bloom flower. It's like those fucking Vikings where they like that. Those fucking executions they like skin you, rip your skin, and expand your fucking shoulders or something. I forget. It's like a really horrific execution.
これはまた日に日に度が過ぎていくな、キャスター。
Jeez, you're getting worse every day, Caster.
黙りなさい。次に同じことを言わせるのなら、あと5日を待たずに消し去るだけよ。
Yeah, she has a very short temper. A single word can let her feel like this. What an unreasonable woman. A ghastly woman ever that.
Quiet. If I had to tell you one more time, I will limit you before within 5 days.
Caster's voice is not my strongest. Because I run out of voices to use.
まったく女と小心は手に負えんというが、お前はいささか行き過ぎだ。
Jeez, this single man knew unimaginable. But you have gone too far. The fact the stern gets up. The stern does not lose his elegance even if he shows his ribs up to his body and covers his blood. Because he is the regent.
おお、そのような目で睨むな。美しい顔が台無しだぞ、キャスター。分かっている。お前のマスターには全て内密に行うのだろう。セイバーを捕らえたことも、私という門番がいることも隠し通す。
You're wasting your beautiful face, Caster. No, she'll probably kill him for that again. for assaulting her like that. Is that really an insult? You know, her fuse is very short, so do not let that. I know everything is to be a secret from your master, right? I'll hide that from the fact that you caught Saber, and that I am guard this place.
良い美談ではないか。主人を思うその心意気、あの男に通じ
It
ると
is
い
a
うのだ
moving
な。
story. I wish that your carrying spirit would reach out.
朝シ、あなた
Assassin. Assassin. You.
なんただの負け惜しみだ。どうあろうとお前には手を挙げられぬのだから、こ
I'm
の
just
程度
being
のざれ言は許
bold.
せよ。
I cannot attack you, so allow me to joke around.
門は守る。何があろうと守り通そう。
I will protect the gate. I'll protect it no matter what.
だが、そういうお前はどこに行
But where are
く？
you?
私の守りは信用できんのか？
Do you not trust my protection?
当然でしょう。あなたはただの保険よ。
Of course not. You're just insurance.
けどそれも終わり。
But
セイバーさえ手に入れれば、こんなひなびた場所を神殿に
there's
す
the
ることも
end
ない。
of well. Once I control Saber, I do not need this rustic pile place as my temple.
陣地前
As
か。
my temple.
となると、確かに私は用済みだが、このお山に勝る霊地があるとでも？
So you relocate? Then I am not certainly not needed. Is there a sacred ground secured in this place?
ええ。多少は劣るようだけど、私にふさわしい場所があるわ。それに、遠からずそこには足を運ぶのですもの。今すぐに行っても問題はないでしょう。
Yes, yes, it's inferior to this place, but there is a place suited for me, and I will be going there in the near future. Anyways, there's no problem. We'll go now, right?
Oh, okay, that was a better voice. I like it better. I sense the expression, which had been cool up to now, clouds up. Casual smiles as if satisfied.
そう。私たちの勝利は揺るがないのだから、
Yes,
先に商品を受け取りに行くの。
so I'm going to receive the prize ahead of time.
新しい陣地と聖杯、それにセイバーという駒まで揃えた。これなら乗り気でない私のマスターも私の方針に異論は挟めないでしょう。
A new territory in the Holy Grail, and I also have another piece called Saber of all this. I'm sure my uninterested master will have no complaints with my policy.
That is true. No matter how much Casher's master, Kushiritro stays silent. He will be forced to fight when the conditions are set perfectly. What is more certain is that
つまらない戦いはおしまい。聖杯さえ手に入れれば恐れるものは何もない。
The boring war will end.
I don't know how you call it boring, but I guess so.
There'll be
It is more interesting because we're actually fucking more doing stuff than the last route does that kind of more like slice of life events.
there'll be nothing to fear once I obtain the Holy Grail.
そう。誰であろうと私を阻むことはできなくなるのですからね。
Yes, they'll be able to stop me.
Loud laughter pollutes the night. Among its imperfect expressions in her victory, a night while Longsword looked up at the sky. The time is near. No matter what end may be, only 5 days remain. Even though the remaining time will not likely be used up, the swordsman that has lived through hell feels the match will not be settled easily. And I fall. I can't even breathe properly. The wound on my shoulder is swelling up, and it hurts just to breathe. I can't keep my consciousness. I fall asleep with my guard down. Now, first of all, too sure if I'm conscious or not. I don't know how I got home from that rooftop, nor why I came home. My thoughts became vague. The only thing sure is my thumping heart. Tosuko told me not to involve myself, because I'm powerless. I don't have a reason to fight anymore. But that's wrong. I knew more than anyone that I'm powerless. My reason to fight is something different. I can't let it become just a scar. Survivor's guilt and kicking losing against others is inevitable. I'm used to being beat up as vexing, but I know I can't reach them no matter what I do. That's only one of my enemies, someone else. I cannot lose against myself. There's no element that will make me lose if our powers are equal. To make defeat against such an enemy, to declare that I'm wrong. The wound distorts. Blood stains the bandage. I grab my left hand and glare at the darkness. Never from 10 years ago. The words of the man who was my father. Even if I was wrong from the start, there's nothing wrong with the path I took. I want to be a superhero, so that instant wouldn't just become a sad memory. A time where everyone would be happy and shed no tears. I had an ideal for 10 years. It's a good ideal, though very unrealistic though. You don't think you should admit that. Doesn't matter how badly my head refuses to function. What needs to be done is to turn from the start. I didn't fight because I became a master. I decided to fight because it's something I can do, and I believe it's something I have to do. If I remember the obvious. Tosuka, no matter how much you tell me, if I believe it's right, I believe this path. I believe in this path until the very end. I won't stop, and I won't let her fight by herself. That's why I'm asleep now. Wow, that's like funny. He's like pumping himself up. It's like, yeah, it's like it makes him sound like he was like going out there, but it's understandable. I won't let her call me a burden. I'll heal this wound up in one night. No, you won't. And then when I wake up in the morning. I'll catch up to her, sure and repay her for what she did that night. Chapter 12, Moonlight, Part 2. Interlude time. The sunroom is illuminated by the morning sun. The lights coming from the ceiling pushes back the darkness. Every entrance from the windows sealed off, even that cannot block out the sunlight. Even the place that should have been covered in darkness benefits from the break of dawn. Oh my. Entrances and windows are ordinarily used to let things enter and leave. The cracks cannot be covered and besides is entirely closed off. It fails to be used as a passage. If one wants to completely shut out the light, there should not be any entrances. One prefers darkness. One should go to an underground place without a way to return. Oh yes, the scene. In that regard, this underground temple is not perfect. Light exposes all the secrets without reservation. The hidden temple was easily discovered, and its master was easily eliminated as well. There are traces of blood on the floor. The original owner of the temple was killed by an intruder. The supervisors of the Holy Grail were Kodame and Kirei was removed from the stage by Caster's hand. Undoubtedly. The battle happened a few hours ago. The underground regained its silence. The new master of the church is standing in the darkness. The But the winner scorns herself. As it glares at the darkness with irritated look. The temples is unpleasant. Neither does ignore the secret hidden beneath suits her taste. The entry light is unpleasant, and the priest she killed was unpleasant as well. The most important, the crucial object has not been accomplished yet. She's shocked how poor things are going, and she even considered reducing this whole place to ashes. Ah, yes, and that's getting the Holy Grail. Ooh, wow. Her backside. That's so nice. Fortunately, she refrains from such violence. It's not because she regained her composure, nor is it because of respect towards the church. She oppresses her emotion only because of the sound. Faint, periodic sound. Is she aroused? Is she gay? Or a faggot? The woman's painful voice is fine music her. Ah, I see. She's a sadist. Great. She forgets her troubles and enjoys the spectacle. The groaning sound of pain comes from a girl. The weak murmur continues heat arousal. So she is a faggot. The groans will inspire either compassion or sadistic pleasure in those who may hear them. And though at least is like so she's a fag and a sadist. It does not need to be said that she falls under the latter category. Sweat drips from her forehead. Just watching her beautiful lips, gasping in shame, seems to bring heat to this cold room.
大したものね、セイバー。レイジの縛りを一晩中拒み続けるなんて、私たちでは考えられないわ。
I would have never expected you to resist the command spell for a whole night.
She talks with the light. Damn, that arch is like so amazing. Is the dress like fucking pulled back for some reason? Like usually that dress is like fucking pulled back. Just to show the thighs. Just the thighs. Isn't the legs like a bit too long? I don't know. I'm never sure. In the back of the temple, the girl hangs, only able to moan. As long as she opposes the command spell, free will does not exist for Saber. Worse, a magic so strong that it's visible the torches Saber's body. Even her magic resistance, all she's able to do is just resist it. Damn. The command spell pressures her from the inside and caster's magic tortures her from the outside. Yep. Tortures is more unbearable than having her body wounded. Sage's reason has already been melted away. The only last remnants of her pride holds her back. Neither the commandment nor Kazuma can take that away from that deep root. Therefore, the torture continues forever. Jesus watches process how the girl desperately trying to hold her ground. Like, where did they get this clothing? Was this just a wedding dress that was like in the back room in the church? And if for some reason it fit perfectly in Sarah's body. Like, I had to wonder about that. It was Kasia that was dressed her in this white costume. It's not arousing for her armor, and most of all, the armor does not suit her. I mean, no, I think it suits her. She looks nice with it. If she's not an untainted virgin, she should be in a pure white dress when she falls. Wow, she has an interesting fetish.
けなげなこと。
Oh, how brave of you.
いくらあなたの意志が拒み続けても、サーバントとして作られたその体は別よ。
No matter how much you resist, of all your will, that servant's body of yours is different.
レイジュが少しずつ侵食しているのがわかるでしょ。 あなたはあと1日も経たずに私のものになる。ならもう降参して素直になった方が楽じゃなくて。
on your mind. You'll be mine in less than a day. In that case, it is not easier to give up now and become mine.
Her voice protests painfully. Even though her voice reason is melted, Saber does not yield to Castor. And Castor says she will endure this torture until the command spell fully controls her body.
強情ねセイバー。ええ、けど許してあげる。
You're stubborn, Saber, but I shall forgive you.
私あなたみたいな娘は好きよ。金の髪も小さな体も少年のような凛々しさも可愛いわ。
You're stubborn, Saber, I shall always
裏切
I
るぐらい
like
なら
girls like you.
死を選ぶ一途さも愛らしい。
Golden hair, small body, that boyish, valiant figure. Everything's so cute, and I love your loyalty. For trying to choose death over betrayal.
ほんと踏み潰してあげたいぐらい。
Really, I want to step on you and crush you.
She looks at the girl, eyes full of joy and hatred. Huh. Interesting. But this is joining in. Isn't that contradictory? If Sarah puts her mind to it, she can get Sarah to surrender in an instant. Sarah's freedom is lost from one command spell. And the result is odd. Kazra uses a second command spell. To become Kazra without the need for such torture. What would she waste a command spell on your system? Why shouldn't that do such an inelegant thing? Ah, inelegant, yes, sure. I call it wasteful. Kazu should take time training her. Well, that's a interesting way to call it. But since she's a lovely toy. Ah, yes. A woman treating another woman as an object. A tale all this time, isn't it? For Castor Sayer is a tool with first-class appearance and ability. It's natural for her to savor this rare jewel.
そうね。霊樹で体を支配するなんて退屈ですもの。
Yes, it is boring to control your body using the command spell.
あなたには自分から私のサーバントになってもらいましょう。ええ。体ではなく、先に心を
Oh, have
壊
you
して
become my servant out of your own will? Yes, I will destroy your mind before your body.
Castor glares with bewitching eyes at the girl in the white dress. She almost forgets about the Holy Grail as she thinks about Sayer's white skin and transforming her into a slave that only seeks pleasure. God, she has a fucking fetish that I really fucking call. She will make the girl into a tainted slave to her lust. Please don't deflower her. Let someone else deflower her, other than you. She would not do something so cruel like taking her virginity. Oh, at least thank God for that. She is a virgin, and she should make her into a virgin that drowns in pleasure. If she's a virgin, then how would she drown in pleasure? You mean like kissing her neck? Maybe like, but that's more romantic than pleasure, I guess. It could be pleasure, honestly. I don't think too much into it. A girl's body will never be satisfied greatly seeking pleasure. I should imagine it smiles.
そこで何をしているキャスター
What are you doing there, Castor? An unemotional voice suddenly calls her from behind. She turns around immediately. Above the temple, someone slowly comes down the stairs that lead outside. When your house finds out that their spouse is actually a lesbian. A tall, lean figure appears from the darkness. There's no sound of footsteps, nor there's any presence to be felt. The man comes down to the temple, shows no emotion, even after seeing the blood on the ground and the girl.
宗一郎様。
Sorichiro-sama.
Caster changed her attitude right away. Her expression changed from one filled with joy and irritation of a tent servant.
なぜここに？あなたには竜道寺にいるようお願いしたはずですが。
Why are you here? I believe I asked you to stay at Ryu Temple.
質問は私が先だ、キャスター。ここで何をしていると聞いたのだが。
I question you first, Caster. I ask you why you're doing here. The man, Kuzuki Soricho, does not change his tone of voice. The flat voice is more terrifying than a threat. A voice without emotion is like a mirror. A guilty conscience. The voice is more fearful of those with greater guilt. One is questioned not by Kuzuki, but by one's own mind. That's interesting. That's very weird, I guess. Kaiser holds her hands to her chest and reports it to Kuzuki. He's not one that can be fooled, nor she cannot bear to lie to this person.
昨日マスターの一人であるエミヤシローからサーバントを奪いました。エミヤシローは逃しましたが、すでにマスターではありません。
I have taken a servant last
賢明な
night.
人間ならば私たちに歯向かうことはないでしょう。
Emashiro. Let Emashiro go. He is no longer a master. If he's smart, he should not oppose us anymore.
そうか。だがそんな指示を下してはいない。
I see, but I have not given such an order. Oh shit.
私の独断です、マスター。
I acted aberrately, master.
その後、聖杯の器を手に入れるために教会を襲いました。聖杯の管理役である神父は仕留めましたが、
After that,
聖杯の行方は
I
不明
attacked
で
the
す。
church to obtain the vessel of the Holy Grail. I have killed the priest, the caretaker of the Holy Grail. The Grail's whereabouts are unknown.
そちらも独断か。帰還しなかったのは聖杯が見つからなかったからだな。確かにせっかく手に入れた場所だ。肝心のものを手に入れないまま留守にしては意味がない。
That was your decision as well, huh? You must have not returned because you could not find the Holy Grail, But it is a place you obtained after such much trouble. It would be meaningless to abandon it without finding what you are after. Kuzuki's words are not criticizing her. But matches his weird personality that he doesn't really give a shit about the Holy Grail War. Because she can only be ashamed of herself. She killed a priest who knew where the Holy Grail was, but she still does not have the Holy Grail. Furthermore, she has revealed her own actions which should have been hidden from him. What else should she call it but a total failure?
状況は分かった。理由を説明できるか、キャスター。
Understand the situation. Can you explain why you did this, Caster?
申し訳ありません。ですがこれも全てマスターのため。私の目的はあなたを勝利させることだけです。理由などそれ以外にはありません。
I'm sorry, but this is all for you, master. My goal is to lead you to victory. I have no other reason.
A long silence. The Hinkazu decorates Kuzuki Surge remembers. I see.
ではここから離れるわけにはいかんな。留守中、他のマスターに聖杯を見つけられては、お前の苦労も無駄になる。
Then I cannot move away from here. Your troubles will be nothing if the master finds the Holy Grail while we're absent.
ではマス
And
ター。
master,
納得のいくまで調べるがいい。それまでは私もここに残ろう。お前一人では戦いに向かん。セーバーが手駒になるまで護衛は必要だろう。
You can search the place until you are satisfied. I shall remain here until you are done. You alone are not fit for fighting. You need a god to save us under your control.
いえ、それには及びません。マスターに力を借りずとも手駒はありますし、
no, there's no
聖
need
杯
for
の探
that.
索とてどれほど
I
か
do
か
not
るか。
need your help, and I do not know how long the search will take.
それにここは危険です。
It is dangerous. You'll be
竜道
safer
寺に戻られ
at
た
the
方
Root
が
Temple.
あなた。
正論だ。 だがそれでは私の目的が果たせなくなる。
That is true. But if I do that, I cannot fulfill my objective. He has an objective, but he said he doesn't want the Holy Grail though. This war's unfit even for Castor. What kind of objective does this man have? Who has no interest in the Holy Grail, which can grant any wish? Yeah, that's what I said.
総一郎様、それは。
Soichiro-sama then.
急げよ。なければないでいい。成果は問わん。結果だけを出すがいい。
Hey, I do not care if it's not here. Just make sure you can come up with a clear result. With that, Guzzi goes back to up the stairs. Castor watches him in a blank amazement. The dark room is still silent. The footsteps going up the stairs still cannot be heard. That was like a long interlude. These interludes are getting fucking long, you know? Wow, this is new music. I opened my eyes. No, it's the same one, but it's like a bit reverb. I remember, I think it was like looking at the music because I think this is a friend of PSP one for some reason. The Mirror Moon translation I'm using. It was part of it, I guess. My eyes are not the only things that wake up, as my singing mind wakes up as well.
傷は問題ないな。
The wound is not a problem. Check the wound on my left shoulder. Wow. That's like fucking bullshit. The wound on my left shoulder. Still hurt, but it was not intense pain like last night. Oh, okay. So it was okay. So he just healed a bit better than last time. Pain in my body has gone away somewhat. It shouldn't be a problem for me to move around. I eat breakfast to satisfy my hunger. Food comes before anything else. My body won't move unless it gets the nutrition it needs. That is true. Alright. I reapplied the bandage. The wound has turned dark blue. It hasn't healed up, but I can see flesh around the meat.
当然だ。今、セイバーはいないん
Of
だから。
course, Saber's not here. I disinfected it. Gauze over it and wrapped bandages around it. Damn, that's fucking hurt. It's pretty the first aid treatment to wrap and constrict the wound, but I had to do this, so it won't get any worse.
よし、これで終わり。
Alright.
あとは武器がいるな。
It's a cloud today. It must be really cold. There's frost on the grass outside. But that's meaningless to me. I feel no cold. My body's burning and I want to pour ice over myself. This is much better than the condition I was in last night. The only things I can find are wind swords. I choose the one that looks like it's the best and put it into my Shinai bag. It's gonna fucking break, isn't it? I slap my cheeks. I know to encourage myself or to reassure myself that I won't be coming back here. I honestly don't know why I did that. I carried my Shinai bag over my left shoulder and headed outside. The place I left for so long. The shed was like my own room, but I don't turn to look at it. Well, this like is like incidentally he's gonna fucking die. But even though I decided to fight the remaining problems, I do turn clear what I should do first, or how I'll probably end up not getting anything done. There are two course actions I meet up with Totsuka, or go to church for his advice. Let's go for the church. I'll go to the church. It's irritating as the priest for help, but there's no situation to be caring about such a thing. Even meeting with Tosca and getting her help and be the best course of action. I have no way of finding her. But the priest might know where she is, and maybe even know how to fight against Castor. I mean, we never went this road during morning, so it's quite interesting. My body feels heavy. My wound on my shoulder aches and gets harder with each step I take. This small hill feels like a wall to me. But it'll end soon. I'll be relieved from this heaviness once I go up the hill and reach the church. The church looks as if it was constructed near the sky. Blood is dripping down my chest. Damn, I don't think my weak will made the wound worse. My weak will. It's like, yeah, your will makes your wound a little close and open up. I don't know, something like that. I don't know what he's trying to implying there. I should actually be resting. So it's natural for my wound to open up if I cook myself and move around. That makes more sense. But even if I see even that will, he might not be that treat. I'm sure he has some medicine. He has ordered for the master and not able to fight anyone anymore. Yeah, he may be able to help Shiro. He has an incentive to help. This is not wrong, but I'm qualified to be under the church's care as I've lost my life. Only a bit more into the church. I'm worried about where Tosuma may be and how Sarah's doing. I just want to sit down and cool my body for now. The lights are out. The church is silent.
Kotomine.
Kodomine? I don't see the priest. I'm sure that he's here. I feel a presence. The church is not empty, as I hear sounds from deep within. Huh? Something's wrong. Well, I feel like I know are in conflict with each other. I can't concentrate. My wound is aching, and I'm unable to judge what's wrong, what's happening, what could be dangerous here. An earthquake? I saw myself before sitting down on the chair. A shelf might have come down as I hear things breaking and Komi's voice. So he's in the back. It's dark there. Then it might be a day off for the church, and priest might just be in the back. I don't know if the church has a day off, but I don't think it's exciting visitors since the lights are off. It's hard to keep walking when it's wound, but I can't just sit down. I would just see the priest have a wound treated and able to find out where Tosca might be. I emerged in the courtyard. It's a nice courtyard. I quite like it. I couldn't tell from outside, but it seems this building has a small plaza in the middle. The hallways surround the garden is splendid. It reminds me of a monastery I read about. I stopped. I think something that shouldn't be there was on the pillar right there.
あら、また会えるとは思っていたけど、こんなに早く会えるなんてね。
Again, but I didn't think this would be this soon.
I turn around as I fall. My feet are wobbling. I'm leaning against the wall. Why are you here? I barely pain my shoulder and stare at the shadow in front of me. Yeah, I should have figured this was going to happen.
それはこちらのセリフよ。
Gee,
そ
I
の
was like
傷な
thinking
ら
of the
しばらく
anime,
は動
so
けないと踏んでいたのだけれ
As
ど、
my line.
思っていた以上の
I thought
坊
you
やだっ
won't
たわ
be
けね
able to move for
あ
a
なた
while.
は。
But you are much more resilient than I expected.
the purple robe comes closer. I run away.
「無駄よ。あなた程度の力じゃ何をしても私からは逃げられない
No
わ。
matter what you do.
His voice echoes. Where am I? No matter what where's my vision?
キャンサー
Master! I swing my wind sword without direction. Now I feel like hitting. I don't hear the sound. Where's my sword?
安心なさい。殺しはしないわ。あなたには希少価値があるもの。適当に刈り込んで投影用の魔杖として使ってあげる。
You're valuable since you are rare. I should rip those annoying limbs of yours and use you as a wall for projection mag. Oh shit.
That's fucking dark. This is really bad ending, isn't it? My insides rife, my body won't even budge. My insides are drained like laundry inside a dryer.
驚いた。頭を押さえたのに体はまだ諦めていないのね。ますます気に入ったわ坊や。
I am surprised your
セ
body
イバーもじき私のものになるし、
has not given up
あ
yet.
なたも同じよ
Even though I have your
大
mind,
事に大事に扱ってあ
I
げる。
like you more now. They will soon be mine. Touch you gently like I will hurt.
The nausea almost caused me to throw up. My organs. Stop. The Magen's power reaches out for her fingers wet with someone else's blood.
あの男は逃がし
Man
た
got
けど、
away,
あな
but
たは
I
逃
will
がさ
not
ない。
let you go.
Oh, so Curie got away.
さあ、すぐに愛しのお姫様に会わせて
Here
あ
I
げ
should
る。
let you see your beloved princess.
My vision cuts off. I don't feel my limbs. The only thing I'm starting to feel pain is my shoulder, but it ends quickly as well. Yeah, fucking yeah, that is like a fucking dead end. What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
はーい、みんな元気にしてたかな？
It's like you can see this fucker right there. Token Moki prophecy.
Hi, is everything well?
ちょっと近道をしようと裏道に入った途端少年からたっぷり突っ込まれるような不運な君を助けるタイガー道場よ。
You see, he's like she's not believe what's going on.
さて、今回の死因はズバリ
Well, the cause of death this time is pure misfortune.
教会に行くこと自体は正しい選択なんだけど、もうちょっとだけ独力で遠坂さんを探してみることをお勧めするわ。
You go to the church, but I recommend look around for Toka by yourself for a bit.
Yeah, so it was correct, but just too hasty, I guess.
何固まってるのよ、イリアちゃん。
Hey, where you're frozen, Ilya-chan.
I know there isn't.
何？間違って辛いものでも食べちゃったの？
Did you miss to eat something spicy?
無視。
You know what you mean.
ちょっと
Hey, that's rude.
失礼
Answer
だ
me.
ぞ。
Oh, keep
少
coming.
しは
I'm
返事
really
しろ。
lonely.
つうかかまって。
Oh, so it's
お
just
姉ちゃん
my
寂しいよ。うるさいったらうるさ
Jeez, shut up.
い。あ、起きた。イリア
Oh,
ちゃん
you're awake now.
お目覚めじゃない。
No, it's not. I'm awake.
私はね、あまりのショックにフリーズ
I
し
was
て
pretty
たの。
good shocked.
失神してたの。ヘクトプラスってたの。
Ectoplasm.
I like how she says it.
Why?
どうしてって何よ今回の導入は。
Why? Why? What was the intro?
何あれ、どういうこと？ここってタイガー道場じゃないの？
What is that?
私全然わかんない。
This title dojo. I don't get it all.
何って魔法少女ものってああいうものよ。
I imagine a girl's like that, you know?
But you're not a magical girl.
イリアちゃん知らないの？
Do you know that, Ilya-chan?
その登場するような顔ムカつく。
The expression of pity irritates me.
そもそもタイガー、魔法少女って年齢？本編ヒロシといえど魔法少女が似合うのは私と。
First of all, are you of an age to be a magical girl? I thought everyone had fate, though even soon to be a magical girl is me.
You know, this came out before she became the magical girl. She had her magical girl series, so this is kind of funny how she says this stuff.
先輩ぐらいのもんなんだから。
And senpai.
とにかくさっきの導入は以後禁止。魔法少女ネタは今回きりだからね。
And the intro won't be allowed in the future. The magical girl joke will not be allowed.
そっかー。イリアちゃんも魔法少女になりたかったのね。
I see you want to be a magical girl too, huh?
けどごめんなさい。無理なものは無理なの。人間には適材適所って
A
言葉
math
があ
sign
る
is
の
a
よ。
possible to do the right people for the right things, you know?
けどなんとかしてあげる。うん。イリアちゃんは少年が黒一色だから、敵役のドイチェンブルマーとか地獄ティーゲルゲンスイなんかいいんじゃん。
Tiger's so far, so funny.
But I'll work something out for you. You're pretty evil inside, so I think you'll make a good enemy like Burma or General Tiger.
誰がそんな色物キャラやるか。
I won't play such a weird character.
ちょっとファルハラに行けよいどれティーゲ
How the hell you drunk tiger?
ライバル登場の予感。
Yeah, and you rifle of yours.
This is the most dumbest shit. Like, let's see. Did you see right? Yeah, this one right there is like, you see there's like a fucking gap. So, yeah. And it's like load. I'll go find Totsuka. She told me to forfeit. If I'm going to ignore her advice and fight, I have to make her realize that I'm not going to give up, and we're still cooperating. And I can't let her fight by herself. I owe her big time. I can't afford until I pay her for that.
しかもあいつこ
And
こ
she
一
always
番で
screws
失
up
敗
at
す
the
るし
crucial moment.
危なっかしくて一人になんて
And
さ
she's
せて
so
おけない
reliable that I can never be alone. Yeah, that is true. So let's go save Totsuka. No, she's not really in trouble right now, but we're gonna save her anyways. I adjust the shinai bag on my shoulder. I know I won't be able to help, and she will object. But I can't obtain peace of mind until I see Totsuka's face. This is just a what if. But if she gets injured and taken away from me, I can't even be there to help her. I sit down on a bench and rest my burning body. It's past noon. I've searched all around Shinto, but I haven't found anything.
簡単にはいかないと思ったけどここまで無反応なんて
Damn, I knew it wasn't gonna be easy. I didn't think I would find nothing. I knew from the start that I had no way to find Totsuka. I let out my luck take over. I searched through the town, but I couldn't find her nor traces of her.
他のマスターも出てこない令状がない以上ちょっかい出す必要もないってことか
The other masters aren't coming out either. I guess there's no need to attack me. And I don't have any command spell. My command spell. I silently back. I'm making no progress like this. Totsuka hasn't left any trace, and my last resort of using myself as bait to lure other masters is failing so far. Yeah, because you're not any. What use do you have for other masters? Absolutely nothing. Maybe Ilya though. Yeah, sure, maybe Galadriel, but you know, she's the exception to the rule. I get a bit uneasy. I might not be able to find Totsuka, and I might not be able to save Saber. They might be already in a terrible situation by the time I find them.
まだ昼だ
So noon.
そう簡単に
I
いくもん
won't
か
let it happen so easily. I get back up. I ignore the renewed throbbing my shoulder and leave the park. I search one more time. I'm sure that she'll be Shinto. It'll just be like last night. I don't know why, but I could feel that he's around here. Was that something ambiguous like a permission, but this is certain not like a conviction. Oh, not entirely. Like, we can get like a bunch of interesting so far. When did I figure out what was the dream was? A desert as far as I can see. The numerous swords stuck in the ground do not have a wielder. The sky is stormy. There's no forest, town, nor sea within my sight. A hill of blades searching to infinity. A graveyard of steel without any wielder or barrier. Isn't that the same thing? Wielder and barrier? It's kind of weird they say like both homes same sentence.
I knew from the start that this scenery is a sign that hero's mind.
Oh, okay. Well, that looks familiar. I haven't seen that since the Fate route.
After many sequences of events, one who becomes a heroic spirit ends up in that place. There are those who left the world loved by people, and there are those who left in the world praised as noble kings, and there are those who have died wanting to fight, and then there are those who died in satisfaction. But it seems there are many who have been praised as heroes against their will. As true heroes are those who immediately earn the title. These are a different kind. They were forced into the throne of heroes because of their fate, and they should be called Avenger, the anti-hero.
Yeah. So weird you say Avenger. It's so interesting.
They are the opposite of heroes. They are praised as heroes regardless, even though they hate humans. And those the humans hate are sung as guardians. But he is neither.
What are you thinking? There are outside heroes, there are crazy heroes. Those that hate humans and those who hate humans are summoned as guardians. Okay.
He's not a true hero nor a rare anti-hero. He was never compensated for his efforts in his own life and with betrayal, and he never hated humans, but he never hated humans.
Oh, that's very interesting. Was he able to see the goodness in humans even after they betrayed him?
But it didn't last.
Oh, never mind.
Yes, he probably grew very weary. I was mistaken. Those spirits from musical servants. He has power to control the guardians. They're summoned to every age within human's extinction. But the only condition for their summoning is destruction brought on by humans. Natural destruction brought on by the outside factor is summoned by human power, and only by the power, restraining power. So the only thing guarding heroics can see is self-destruction. They are only existence that eliminate destruction brought on by human greed. He made a contract with the world to save humans and became a hero. After he died, he became a heroic spirit who shown human self-destruction over and over again. He summoned as a heroic spirit to save people, and he only gets to clean up after people's wrongdoings. It did not take long to realize that it is meaningless and start loathing the human world.
Yeah, you only see destruction. You would love humans.
And in the end, he was betrayed by the ideal he returned unto death.
Dean, どうした？立ちくらみか？
Do you feel dizzy?
Hearing the call,
Tozuka Rin wakes up. She slowly looks around. This is the foreigner's cemetery. Yeah, I can see some crosses there. Maybe some Celtic crosses? That's interesting. It's just past 7 o'clock and there's no one here. Well, the hill on the church was empty. Just empty to start with.
ごめん、寝てた。少し疲れてるみたい。
sorry I fell asleep. I guess I'm tired.
無理もない。昨夜から不眠だったからな。体調が優れないのならば見合わすか。
That's understandable.
何も今すぐ調べるこ
You
とは
have
な
not
い。
slept since last night. Should we post this if you're not feeling well? We do not have to get them right at this moment.
いいえ、時間はかけられない。 キャスターの居場所が分かったんならここで決着をつけるべきよ。
No, we cannot take our time. Since we know where Caster is, we should sell this right now.
After saying so, Grin realizes that her body is warm. Her familiar archer must have kept her warm using his cloak.
なんだ、寝てるって気がついてたんじゃないあなた。なのに起こさないなんて人が悪いわね。
And you didn't wake me up.
何？立ったまま眠る人間にはそうお目にかかれないのでね。
Well, it's rare to
珍しさで
see someone
つい
sleeping
観
while
察
they
し
are
てしまった。
standing. I was fascinated, so I had to observe. it. Wow, that was interesting.
ますますたちが悪い。女の子の寝顔を見るなんて何様よ
That's
あん
even
た。
worse. Who are you trying to be staring at a girl's sleeping face?
I don't get the with enemies and sleeping faces. I don't get that much.
安心したまえ。誓ってそのような無礼はしていない。
Don't worry, I have done nothing so rude.
だが別のものは聞いたな。目は閉じようと思えば閉じられるが、耳はそうはいかないのでな。
I can close my eyes, but I cannot close my ears.
そう。私何か言ってたあーちゃん。
I see. What was I saying, Archer?
ああ、気に食わないだの、頭に来るだの。
I've heard a few
実に
scary
物騒な
phrases,
ささやきを数
like
件。
"You're so angry."
なんだ、よかった。
Oh, that's good.
How's that good? Rin sighs relief. The dream she saw should not be discussed. She could not have Archer know about it. She likes the relationship. To maintain it, she has to hide the fact she knows about Archer's
行
past.
きましょうあーちゃん。教会なら少しは詳しいわ。あそこならどこに隠れているか見当ぐらい
Let's go, Archer. I know a bit about the church. I can guess where she might be hiding.
She brushes away Archer's cloak. Archer's sign approaches from behind her. Then,
ねえあーちゃん、自分のやってきた
Hey,
こ
Archer,
と
have you
を
ever
後悔
regretted
した
your
こと
own
ってある？
actions?
I thought you wanted to keep your relationship. I guess not. Your curiosity killed the cat, I guess. Wait. I accept that accent. She asked while turning around.
私はできれば最後までしたくない。本当に打ちのめされた時にも歯を食いしばって
I
意地
don't
を張
want
り
to do
続
it
け
if
た
I
い。
can help it. I want to grit my teeth and be stubborn if I am completely beaten.
けどそれって難しいんでしょうね。
I'm sure that is
と私が考えている以上に。
harder than I imagine, I suppose.
個人差があるな。その手の精神
No
論は。
depend on the person.
できる者もいれば、できない者もいる。とりわけ、君は前者だ。その手の人間は、まず過ちなど起こさ
There
な
are
いし、
those who
自ら
can
の過ちなど考
and
える
those
こともない。
do so. You are the former. Such people will not make mistakes. Let alone consider them.
何よ、それじゃあ私が傍若無人な
Hey,
僕
that
みたい
sounds
じゃ
like
ない。
I'm an arrogant tyrant.
I mean, you kinda are.
いい自己認識だ、リン。
That is a good conversation, right? He was.
鮮やかな人間というものは、人より眩し
A
いもの
good
を言う。
person shines brighter than others.
そういった手合いにはな、歯を食いしばる時などないのだ。
Such people never have to grit their teeth.
で、試験だが、君は間違いなくその手合いだ。遠坂凛は、最後まであっさりと
So this is
自
a
分の
person.
道を信じられる。
But you fall under that category, Tusker Ren. Will follow her path unto the very end. The knight red cloak praises her. Ren blushes at his answer, but keeps asking without turning around.
じゃああなたは最後まで自分が正しいって信じられ
Then
る？
what about you? Do you think you'll be able to believe yourself until the very end?
いや、申し訳ないが、その質問は無意味だな。
I'm sorry, but that question is meaningless. Why?
どうしてよ。答えられないことじゃないでしょこんなの。
Why? Is this something you're able to answer, right?
She sounds a bit nervous at that.
最後までという質問が無意味だ。
Until the very end, this part is meaningless.
忘れたのか、マスター。
Do you forget, Master?
私の最後は、
I
遠の
met my
昔に
end
終わ
long
っている。
ago. The knight red gives this reply. Damn. Man, I saw it lean against a sign. I switched until sunset, and the only thing I figured out is how useless I am. At least you figured that out. wound in my left shoulder is throbbing with pain. I don't know if I open it or the bandage is getting loose. By the way, I can't spend too much time on the search. It'll end up like last night if I can't find a
あ
clue.
いつどこに行ってるんだ
Man,
本当
where could she be? I recall when I parted ways with her last night. It's already been a day since she took me and told me to run the church. I can't find it without Saber.
ってそうだ
Oh, the
教会
church. There is a clue. I thought about it when I started the search this morning. The supervisor of the Holy Grail War. A priest of the church might know where Tosca is.
あいつの手を借りるのは尺に触るけど
It's
襟
irritating
物
to
に
ask
して
that
る場合
priest
じ
for
ゃない
help. There's no time to be hung by that sort of thing. Yup. No, I shouldn't go to see that priest regardless of my feelings. Yeah. Yeah, you two don't get along, do you? He's a priest, but couldn't mean Kiri's not a man that should be approached. And I always wonder, like, how's morning service like? Like, like what other stuff does Kiri preach during morning service, Sunday service? It's like, because if your pastor is calling me Kiri, that would be interesting. That count yourself lucky. I don't want to ask him for advice, but he should be the only one I can count on right now.
一度だけだそれなら問題ないだろ
I'll come to him just this once. It shouldn't be a problem. I convinced myself I moved my aching body. It's almost 7 o'clock. It's like, I don't think I have enough time for the rest of it, because even it's probably not going to be that long. It'll probably take I don't want to be 2 hours, so I'll get close enough to it then leave it, 20 minutes a walk from the station. The church is in the suburbs, away from the noisy town. It's been 9 days since last night in this hill. This doesn't look like a two-way road. It looks just like a rare street, so it's probably just for bicycling, I guess. That's what I'm thinking about it. I've been learning about like urban design and all that stuff recently, so I've been looking at stuff. It's been 9 days since I last went up the hill. That's 9 days for me. It's been like almost like half a month. But I've been going there pretty often now, considering that I've never went there before. To be honest, I don't like the church. I hate that building itself is a in place I shouldn't approach. The fire 10 years ago, the church took care of the orphans that time, so it reminds me of that incident whether I like it or not. Yes, and we all know about the incident. I get uphill and come to the clearing. I get a sudden headache. It's not because of the wound on my shoulder. The wound's causing me to have a fever, but it shouldn't give me such a headache. You sense magecraft. I think. My temples are hurting. I lose myself and give myself a chill as if my body is split into two like a shredding insect.
おかしいぞこれ
This is weird. I bear a headache and start running because of the hunch I had since yesterday. The convention that Tosca is in Shinto. This ascension is assailing me. Now it's causing me the headache. And something should be going on in there. Oh, yeah, there's like blood on the floor. He's like, no, it's right there. There's blood stains on the floor. Alright, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can see it on 4. The blood continues to the door at the back of the church.
違う奥に続いてる
No,
っていう
that's
より
wrong. It looks more like
奥
it
から
came
そこ
out
に出
from
た
the
って
floor.
感じだ
I'm curious about it, but now it's not time. There's blood, it means someone's hurt. And this is much too. Their life must be in danger. I feel a sharp pain in my head. Dull heaviness settles in my body. I know I take out the wind's sword and start walking quietly.
遠坂いるのか
Tosca, are you there? He's like, yeah, it's Tosca right there. No one replies. The air is tense. I feel like the windows here will break if I'm too loud. I follow a trail of blood. It's coming from between the columns. A dark stairway. No, we're not to us. Oh, we can see the blood this time. Oh well.
地下に
It's dark.
続く階段
And we don't see all the rows.
地下室があったんだ
Are they saying stairway in this place has a basement? This church is so this church is so it could be a mausoleum. I don't have enough energy to stand here and think. I cautiously step into the darkness. I descend into the dark. I see a faint light at the end of the stairs. Breathing quietly, I make my way using the faint light. The narrow court ends as I come into the open space. It's a big stone room. The stairs fall down to the catacombs. There's an open space at the end of the stairs, and there's a person I've been looking for to escort in. Yeah, I'll probably end it here, because I don't think I have enough time to go like seamlessly, and I don't. So I'll probably see you later. I'm gonna continue out. Bye.